And we're here with one of our good friends, one of our pals, and this is the second year we've done it in a row, MJ Acosta. Unprecedented. It's making history here at the Combine, NFL Network's very own. But the last time we saw you was when we were in Miami.
Yes.
Part one of our off-season road trip tour.
Right.
And you, not to pump you up too much, you were blowing up Miami.
I had kind of a big week.
Yeah.
Got engaged.
Oh, there you go. Show the camera. There it is.
Yeah, it was kind of incredible, unbelievable. I'm still trying to process it all.
It was like, in the terms of like Miami power rankings, it was like,
yeah,
I don't know, J-Lo, Shakira, Dwayne Wade, MJ.
You know, I'll take that amongst that top 5, top 4.
But you were everywhere. Like, all kidding aside, though, you were everywhere. You turned the TV on. You were doing everything. You were dancing. You were singing. You were doing interviews in Spanish.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's my hometown, too. So I felt an added responsibility. I was like, we're about to do the most. I'm going to show you guys where to go eat, where the best food is. I did a bunch of features leading up to the Super Bowl, just showing people around Miami. Because that week, I was like, please don't call me. I'm not going to have time. Like, unless you're my boss, don't text me. Which people did anyway, but it was fun. It was awesome.
And who, of all the people that you met, and I'm sure there were dozens, favorite, like, moment?
And so that's hard because, like, that week was so crazy.
You got to pick one, though.
Okay.
You got to pick one.
I mean, unequivocally was J-Lo and Shakira, without question. They walked in. I got a little emotional. They are goddesses among us. We are not worthy. Yes, J-Lo is as incredible and flawless in person as you think she is. Shakira could not have been nicer. She had like one drop of makeup on and was like perfection. It was just wild to be in the room with the two of them about to make history at the Super Bowl halftime show, and then to get to interview them in English and in Spanish to really reach that Latino audience was, I mean, I could never have dreamed up a more perfect scenario.
And you were kicking it with DJ Khaled too, right?
Khaled is awesome. So I've been actually listening to Khaled since I grew up in South Florida since I was in high school when he was on a local radio station there called 99 Jams. Before he was like this mega Grammy Award winning star.
Before he was Khaled.
Before he was Khaled. So like it was really cool. I mean, no way he remembers like the interviews I did for him when I was in local news in Miami. But I reminded him, I was like, man, I remember we did like a giveaway at Target or something. And he's like, yeah, for sure. But he couldn't have been nicer. Dave Grutman showed us all over Miami, all the bougie stuff that low-key, everyone who's like, oh, you're out on a boat. I was on a boat for 10 minutes. Like, behind the scenes, that's really what happened. We did the interview. MJ left. Like,
they didn't.
That's what happened. Now you guys know the real story.
There's probably like nowhere in Miami you couldn't have gone that week, though. Those doors would have opened. Wherever
it was pretty awesome. And like Miami people look out for Miami people. Similar to like Oakland, like, oh, you're from the Bay, I got you. It's like that same vibe when you're in your hometown, and it was really special.
And so we go from Miami, beautiful, sunny, pristine Miami, and now it's snowing outside here in Indy.
I walked this morning because I'm a lunatic, and I was not prepared.
No.
I was not prepared at all. I mean, the Bay gets chilly, obviously.
But not like this. Not like this.
What am I doing with my life at this moment? What happened?
We were joking with these guys where it's like, it's kind of fun that you get to come here and you get some weather. Because I get to wear all the clothes that I'd never wear at home.
I had this elaborate pea coat, and I was like, it's not enough. I need more layers. It's insane. It's insane.
It's funny, though, because we were talking. I was like, I don't have to worry about doing that much laundry because I haven't worn any of these stuff in 6 months.
Literally.
Like
nothing.
Sweaters. Yeah, they're all clean.
Thick sweaters, some scarves here or there, and like a jacket. Which
good.
is nice. We can't complain.
Yeah,
right?
It's not too bad. But I dry out so much here.
And here?
Yeah, here.
In California, I do too.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Everyone's like, you were glowing in Miami. The humidity makes your skin glow. Made my hair big, my skin glow. I was living my best life.
There's worse things than that.
Totally.
That's a good combo.
I'm like in Indy or like even in the Bay, I get real dry and I'm like parched all the time.
I know.
It's like first world problems, but whatever.
100%.
Yeah.
I got to ask you, though. We're in Indy for the week, and this is like such a week of like weirdness, right? Where you get everything, there's rumor this, rumor that. This guy's going at 1, this guy's going at 2. How much, let me put a percent on it. Let me put a percent on it. What do you think, what percent of what you hear here is true?
Man,
I have a number in mind, and I'm curious if it matches up with yours.
I'm gonna say like 25.
Oh, that's what I said. I was at 20. I was
25 because like no one knows anything.
No.
Let's be real. We know nothing. We don't know what's going to go down. And if it's one thing we know about the draft, expect the unexpected. There are some things that you're like, okay, like Joe Burrow for sure going number 1. I'd be shocked if he didn't. But that's on the board. It could happen too. And then we're like, well, there goes my fake draft.
Yep.
Like that's done. That's out the window. But you have to take it like it's an educated guess is all it is.
it.
A little bit more so than like I was taking tests in high school and would just like put like B all the way down the column.
Or you're like, oh, I have too many B's. It's got to be an
I got
A.
a couple
There
C's
it is.
in there.
Exactly.
But I think most of it is you take the context that you know, the analytics that we see, and in talking to our sources and all of that. And
like
then,
you put that in quotes too.
Yeah. And then the rest is just kind of a crapshoot, and then we'll see what happens on that day. That's why the guys still get so nervous on that night, and they're crying and all of this stuff, because even they know anything could happen. But that's what makes it so special and so great.
And what's great about the combine too, in terms of just the shenanigans of all of it, is it's all the guys here, right? The guys that are about to start benching, the guys that are going to run their 40s, all that stuff. But then it's also like the free agency teaser. Is this guy going to be available? Right. Is this guy going to get traded?
There's so many spinning plates here. I call Indy like the combine vortex, because we're here and we're sort of like, and you tell me if you feel this way too. We're in a bubble, right? So it's like,
yeah, this isn't real life.
No, it's
this
not
is not
at
real.
all. It's like this little bubble in Indianapolis, and we're all connected by these sky towers, and everyone is like rotating around, talking to people and getting feelers. But it's exciting for sure. Everyone's like, "How's the off season?" I was like, "That's not a thing."
Yeah, what off season? That
doesn't exist.
But I like that though, the off season vortex or the combine vortex,
the combine
because
vortex.
it is. It's
and
like
also time elapsed here in like a different.
And it doesn't help that you're inside most of the day, and so you're like, oh, I don't know what time it is. It could be 2 PM. It could be 9 p.m.
And for us coming from the West Coast, I'm like, huh? What day is it? What day is it?
And the first day we were here, we get in, and it takes a little bit to adjust, even though it's just 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
And the emergency alarm went off in our hotel.
Of course.
At like 6:30. So we're like 3:30.
That's disrespectful.
It is. It was very rude. But I was very scared too, because I was like, oh man, what if there's something bad happen?
Right.
Nothing. And then they came back on, false alarm or all clear.
Then you can't go to sleep.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, I'm getting up in 15 minutes anyways.
Rude.
Very rude.
I can't do it.
Our silver and black are now new Las Vegas Raiders, as you sit in front of our new.
I'm still getting so what I've been doing is just saying Raiders.
Yeah.
I don't say this because my brain is not there yet. It's not caught up.
What we do, or what we've done in the past, is we play like this little game, like, oh, if someone on TV, on the network, ESPN, whoever it is, if they call Derek David Carr,
oh my God,
we always tweet out, all right, so-and-so, at MJ, you got to put $1 in the jar.
Got it.
And so now we're going to have to do it for Vegas, too.
I mean, you're going to be a millionaire. I love that you made it like put $1 in the jar and not like a drinking game, because everyone would die.
Oh, well, we
wouldn't like have it.
We were talking about drinking game yesterday. Only for in this combine vortex, you got to drink when you hear someone. Doesn't matter if it's on TV, on the streets, when they mention hand size.
Oh my God!
Take a drink.
My liver would cease functioning. No.
Oh, but it's so funny. Like you hear the little buzzwords, right? It's like,
I was like
hand size, intangibles.
I don't think I've ever referenced hand size in my decade of reporting in the NFL.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm like, guys, you really want to know this? Okay.
People are crazy, though. People are crazy. If you think about it, like the stuff that like these like diehard like NFL fans like, I need it. I need to know. I need to know.
And that's fair. Like whatever it is that you're into, that's fine. If it's hand size, cool.
Hey, whatever floats your boat. It's 2020.
We don't discriminate.
Exactly.
We don't judge.
No rules. No rules. We were talking yesterday with Mike Mayock, and he kind of was really consistent about the team, the needs of this team going forward.
Right.
But then one thing that we thought was really interesting, and I'm curious for your take, it seemed he went out of his way to talk about the dangers of picking a receiver in the first round. He's got all these numbers, right? He was telling us about Hunter Renfrow and where Hunter Renfrow ranks compared to other first-round receivers over the past 15 years. I was like, Mike, chill out. I get it. I get it, Mike. I get it.
Yeah.
But we were debating amongst ourselves, do you think he was doing that as
a
smoke screen? Yeah. Or
he's very elusive.
I know.
Mike Mayock.
What do you think? Because it seems so obvious, right? Where you look at this team, you're like, they need a stud wide receiver.
They need a real, true wide receiver.
At 12, at 19, wherever it is, you got to get one.
In first round. And there's so much talent and so much depth at receiver in this.
It almost aligns too much.
So but I also think like he knows that we know that could be on the table. So I feel like he's for the most part, like a pretty straightforward guy. And like Mayock's not playing these games. You know what I mean? So I feel like he means it. But you just never know. And
it's weird, though, too, because, I mean, he's so convincing, too, where he's, like, so well-spoken. And you're like, yeah, maybe it doesn't make sense,
like,
Mike.
Holy cow.
Yeah, no, I like it. The numbers back that up.
Yeah.
No.
But he's been on our side,
exactly.
too, so he knows what to do.
He's like, I got him right where I want them. I got them.
And, like, deciphering these codes and, like, all of these, like, hieroglyphics, however you want to kind of decode what like the GMs and the coaches are saying, that's also part of the fun of it. And I think they know that too. I mean, they have an impossible job to like go through all of this, figure it out, and then try to figure out how it's going to fall at their pick or maybe trade, whatever it is. There's like 1,700 intangibles. and then to also like throw us off course. And it's not us; it's other teams are trying to throw off course. I mean, they don't care about us.
Yeah, they could care less if MJ's like, oh, they're gonna take this at 12, and Eddie thinks they're gonna do this at 19.
Cute. Thanks.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
Thanks,
don't know.
bro.
It is fun though. It's like I feel like Mike especially, and you have obviously more experience talking to GMs than we do because we cover the Raiders, so I'm not really talking to that many other GMs. But like, I feel like he's so good at like knowing the game. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, and he either like the twinkle in his eyes, kind of like the nod, like wink, wink. Like, I know what I'm doing here.
I love that last year. He's like, it's laughable to me that other GMs think that they're going to trick me into like giving them information. Like, I haven't been in this game for so long. And he's like, how about you tell me what you're planning to do? He would probably be better at like getting another GM to crack than the other way around, I think.
Yeah, Mike, right? I think he would be a great cop, too. You know what I mean? Like, he just sits down there. All right, so where were you? I don't know.
I don't know, Mike.
And then 2 minutes later, you're like, you're right, it was me.
I agree.
You're admitting to things that you didn't do, but he has that, like, that just demeanor where he's, like, calm, but very intense. Mm-hmm. And
he's got it all figured out. He could probably pass a lie detector test, like just.
Oh, I bet you he could.
No pulse, no, like.
That'd be a fun feature. Marcus, are you listening to this? We should do that. We're going to take Mike. We're going to take Double
That's
M.
That's awesome. Yes.
And see if he can pass a lie detector test. I like it.
Where would we acquire it? Will the police department?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps our good friends, the Las Vegas' finest, perhaps they have a lie detector.
LVPD?
That they have a machine.
We can ask them.
Yeah, I think we should. Let's do it. Me and you, we're going to go link. We're going to
put it in the books.
Yes, we're going to put it on paper and we're going to do it. I'm curious for you, is anything going to change for you? Because you're still going to cover us, right?
Yeah, of course. Right. Of course. I mean, Raider Nation has been one of the favorite parts for me of my job. I think the fan base is just so unique, so different, so hardcore, so intense, and more than any other, I think, fan base, it just has that attachment to this team. I mean, I said this earlier in the year, I can't imagine another franchise where the fans know that you're leaving and they're still at the stadium, selling out the seats.
And showing out, too. It's not like they're just sitting there.
Costume. I cannot picture another city doing that.
It's
so,
good.
It's
going to be fun.
I'd find somebody for the.
I know you will. I like that. So we're trying to figure out like logistically, right? Because we're all going through it for the first time.
Right.
So like, do you fly in on a Saturday for the game?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Like, I think like where we are.
Because you're on the road a lot, anyways.
Yes.
But
it's so easy to get to Vegas from either San Francisco or Los Angeles or San Jose, whatever. That I don't think much will change other than I'm just not going up 880.
Yep. And you know what? Because of the traffic, it'll probably take you less time to get to
100%. Vegas. I was just thinking that it'd probably be an easier commute on like game day or like to get to availability than it was on a regular like rush hour morning.
Sitting
in the Bay.
Oh my God, just miserable.
That's a
one
valid
thing.
point.
I mean, we're gonna miss. I think we're at a good place where we're obviously gonna miss the Bay. The Bay has been, especially for a lot of us, we've been there for so long. Mm-hmm. It's home for a lot of people here. Yeah. But one thing I will not miss. I will not miss that traffic. Man. I will not.
Or the rent. How much rent
I
costs.
won't miss that rent either.
It's absurd.
It's sick. It makes me sick.
It's not okay. It should be that loud.
But I don't know. It'll be fun. It's like I keep thinking like I think the kind of like the line of demarcation for us, like the one thing that we're still all looking for is like that week 1 or week 2, whatever it is, that first game at the stadium. Yeah. And it'll be really cool because so many people put so many hours and so much hard work into getting this thing off the ground.
I can't wait to see the stadium.
You haven't been out there yet?
No.
Oh, MJ, we gotta get you out there.
I know. ASAP.
We got to get our guy Will Kiss on this. This seems like a Will Kiss kind of job.
It's like my boss job, but yeah.
Oh yeah, or that too.
In
tandem.
In tandem for sure.
But oh man, it's fun. We were there last week, and it's crazy to see it, just from what it was 18 months ago.
Nuts and bolts,
to now, and it's like it's not done obviously, but it's so close. You can see it. You're like, this is going to be
It's going to be crazy.
Pretty cool.
It's going to be And a lot of people have asked me, like, well, do you think, like, they'll get, like, season tickets? I was like, have you been to an away game where the Raiders are playing? Yes, of course. Like, and it's such a close proximity that I can't imagine.
To LA and Oakland.
And to Oakland and to now to Vegas. What is it, a 4-hour drive, 4 or 5 hour drive?
I think so. What are you at, Drive? Like 4 hours to LA? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. 1.5 hours.
Yeah. And then to Vegas, it's like equally as such. So it's like a no-brainer. I'm like, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
And this was a lot of fun. I love when you come and hang out.
Thanks for having me.
I know. You come like once a year. We got to make that more often.
We
once
a
year.
It work.
I mean, we see you every week.
I know.
It seems silly that we don't do this more.
You know what?
I
call to action.
Yes.
Especially, we'll have plenty to talk about.
Yes,
we always do. But
let's do it. We'll talk wedding next time. We'll get into it.
Oh my God, I need wedding tips.
I know. I might be the wrong guy for that.
That's a wifey.
Keep your head above water. That's all I got. All right, MJ. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll talk to you soon.
Always a pleasure.